YouTube, it's your man, Knockdown Boxing Sports and Entertainment, back at you with another video. Remember, hit the like and subscribe on your way in, hit the notification bell on your way out for future content. Now, where is Errol the Truth Spence Jr.? Ever since Errol Spence, the former WBC, IBF, and WBA welterweight champion at 147 pounds, was defeated by Terence Crawford July 29th, 2023, he's really kind of been missing in action. Now, he popped up a few times. Right after the fight, I think a couple days later, he was spotted going on vacation with his fiance, his baby mother of his children, etc. And then I guess a couple months later, he was spotted on the street talking to some Hebrew Israelites. And a lot of people were talking about his weight, that he looked out of shape. I don't think he looked out of shape. He just looked like a guy that's been chilling and relaxing. But like I said, my question is, where has he been since then? Now, the rumors that have been going around for a while that Terence Bud Crawford doesn't want the rematch to be at 154. He's trying to push it to be at 147. That was going around for a little bit. I don't know if it's still accurate or not, if he can enforce that, but that was the rumor. Now, with all that being said, why haven't we seen him? Now, is he training? Is he coming up with a better game plan for the rematch? Because also I heard that the rematch has been pushed back to February. It was supposed to take place in December, but with all the controversy going around with the PBC and Showtime, them leaving and all that, so everything's all over the place. So, like I said, is Errol Spence Jr. training? Is he relaxing? Is he down and out? I don't think he's down and out, because he put out a couple tweets after the fight. So I don't think he's down and out. Me personally, I want to believe that he's training. I want to believe that he's coming up with a better game plan than he had July 29th when he fought Bud. I mean, that was just a horrible game plan on top of, the other stuff that was going on and the controversy surrounding Terence Crawford's victory over him. But like I said, with all that being said, I believe that I think he's training, personally. I think he's training. And also the rumor is that he's getting back with, or he has gotten back with Blu-ray. I haven't confirmed that. I just hear it as a rumor. Like, there's a lot of rumors going around. So hopefully that's true. I'm really hoping, because that will be a good look for Errol Spence Jr. for the rematch. Now, also, I think them pushing the rematch back too is a good thing for Errol Spence to get his head clear to, like I said, get a good game plan for this next fight, because he can't go into the next fight with Terence Crawford doing the same thing. You can't do it, man. You need to be fully conditioned, nutrition on point, game plan on point. You cannot give up no more concessions as far as physically. So, like I said, man, hopefully that's what he's doing. And I believe that's what he's doing, personally. Hopefully he's not out there hanging out, in the clubs. Nobody spotted him yet. So, like I said, I'm optimistic about it so that we can get a better fight as the fans. I think we deserve for that fight to be an epic fight. The first fight really should have been an epic fight going into this rematch, in my opinion. See, I was a little disappointed at the outcome of the fight, not for the simple fact that Errol Spence lost, but all the shenanigans, like I said in my previous videos, that were going on with Bud Crawford's side, and then also what Errol Spence gave up, the disadvantage that he put himself in to get dominated like that. That fight wasn't supposed to be like that, man. And I don't care what nobody says. That fight was supposed to be an epic fight, chess match, going in, turning into a back and forth, into a battle, into a scrap. That's what that fight should have been to me. And if, like I said, if Terence Crawford had defeated Errol Spence and it had been a fight like that, then I wouldn't have said nothing, man. I wouldn't have said anything if he didn't have all of the shenanigans that were going on, the stalling, controversy with the gloves, the Victor Conte thing. I wouldn't have said anything, man. So, like I said before, man, this rematch is going to tell all. This rematch is going to tell all. And like I said, from the rumors, it's seeming like Bud Crawford is trying to stall it out again, along with what's going on with Showtime, like I said. And, we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to see what's going to happen. So, with that being said, man, what can Errol Spence do to be better, be more competitive, and win, or possibly win, in the rematch? Well, first of all, I think he's going to have to establish his jab early. And it can't be a slow, lethargic, predictable jab. He's going to have to mix it up going into this fight or this rematch with Bud Crawford. Bud is too sharp. He's too fast of a counterpuncher. For you to go in with the same old 1-1-2, 1-2, 1-1-1-2, flicker, 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 left hand. He's gonna predict that every time. And two, his conditioning and his body is gonna have to be on point. You can't go in drained. You can't go in injured. I know you can't help injuries in certain cases. You can't help, sometimes not being 100%, because the theory is that no fighter is 100% when he or she goes into a boxing match, which I believe that. But he needs to be at least 90 to 95% and not the 25 to 30% that he was when he fought Terence Crawford July 29th, while Crawford is at 90, 95%, 99%. So also, I think Errol Spence needs to, he tried to fight Bud Crawford at a distance. I think he tried to kind of outbox Terence Crawford, which I think was a mistake as far as him being drained and not 100%. Now, maybe it could have been okay if he was 100%, he didn't struggle to make 147, and he was fresher in there. Maybe it would have been more competitive as far as him trying to box Terence Crawford. But I believe Terence Crawford is a slightly better boxer than Errol Spence, only because of his reflexes and his counterpunching ability. He's faster than Errol. So that's the reason why I say that he's slightly a better boxer based off of that. Now, as far as setting up traps and all that and establishing your game plan, I think, like I said, I think they're fairly even. But like I said, Errol has to be, 90 to 95%, 99%, 98%. He can't be drained. So hopefully, like I said, man, he comes in this next fight, this rematch at least, 90, 90%, 95%. So also, I think Errol Spence needs to go right at Terence Crawford. I don't think he didn't do that in the first fight. He went on, like I said, he tried to box with him instead of just going right in and scrapping with Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford was the one that actually went at Errol Spence, which I think shocked Errol Spence, which it should have. And that's why I said he needs to have a better game plan coming into this rematch, because knowing Derrick James, man, he should have prepared for that. And they might have prepared for it, and Errol Spence just couldn't, react to it. So that's what else I think he needs to do to be successful in this rematch with Terence Crawford. Now, like I said, there ain't no guarantee that he's going to beat Terence Crawford, but some of these things he can do to make it a more competitive fight. And that's really all I want. I want a competitive fight. I wanted that in the first fight. Now, all this controversy going on with the gloves, Victor Conte, Daniel Canahan thing, that is suspicious. It's very, very suspicious on Terence Crawford's part. And then the simple fact of the matter, now he's coming out saying that, or he had one of his stablemates come out and make the claim that Terence Crawford wants to fight at 147. Why should he concede to Errol Spence? Now he's the A side, blah, 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 blah. That looks suspicious as well. That kind of goes along with the narrative that's out there with the Victor Conte and the head accusations. Is this guy, does he need to cycle on again? Does he need to stall so he can get it out of his system? The people that are against Terence Crawford and believe that Terence Crawford cheated with steroids and PEDs, that's going to add more fuel to the fire for that accusation, like I said. So, man, I just hope that Errol Spence is doing his due diligence to properly prepare for this fight, man. Properly prepare for this fight, and hopefully it can be a more competitive fight. It can be a legendary fight. Hopefully, like I said, he can win, and we as fans will win, and we'll get a trilogy. So yeah, man, like I said, that's all I wanted to say in this video, man. And it's your man, Knockdown Boxing Sports and Entertainment, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Salute.